So today's question is, what's the advice for creators who find themselves in the predicament of their content, their channel, their YouTube business becoming a job versus something fun for them? A lot of creators, when they're first starting out, it's a passion, it's a hobby, it's something that they're excited about, and then they get views, they get subscribers, they're having some success, getting brand deals, making money from AdSense, starting a business. And what do? You hire people, you grow a team, and you've just got all kinds of things. And then maybe a year into it, 3 years, 10 years, it starts getting overwhelming. And then what happens? You burn out. And this becomes a job. What's interesting is a lot of people would kill to have this as a job. And maybe that was your whole goal in the first place. You wanted to end your 9-to-5 kind of career. You want to leave the business that you're part of, and you wanted YouTube to be the way you make money. You wanted it to be your lifestyle. But now it's not fun anymore. There's no excitement, and it does feel like a new 9-to-5. And the first thing I would say is what's happened is you're overwhelmed with things that have nothing to do with content. One of the things that makes a creator so special is that you're creating. This is your art. This is the way that you express yourself. And this is everything from entertainers, comedians, all the way to educators. You see a lot of people in the professional realm, in the industry of education, using YouTube because instead of reaching out to 20 or 30 students every single quarter or semester or whatever, now you can reach an audience that's worldwide. Your classroom is on the internet. So the first thing I would say when you find yourself in this situation where it's become a job, find the fun. One way you do this is give yourself some more time. Start delegating to your team. Hire somebody to help you. With cooking creators, the number one thing that I know personally when I was doing cooking content that I hated was washing dishes. If I was doing this full time as a cooking creator, the number one hire I would have is a sous chef, somebody that could take over maybe some of the prep of ingredients, going shopping for produce, or even just cleaning the dishes. I know that seems so simple, but I'm using that as an example. So whatever your niche is, whatever your content, whatever type of business, start doing more of the things that's related to your content that fired you up in the beginning versus adding more things to your plate that have nothing to do with that. That's the number one way. But secondly, get the right perspective. Remind yourself how lucky you are. Remind yourself how one of the reasons why maybe it's so difficult is because there's more competition. When you first started, maybe it was a little easier because there was only a handful of channels. Now, kids and grown-ups alike are lining up to be in your niche, in your genre on YouTube, to do what you do. The last thing I would say is sometimes you just have to take a break. And I know that's hard because maybe you rely on this. You have to show up. This goes back to having a team. Remember, one of the benefits of having a team isn't more work, it's less work. It's more focused work. It's quality time on the things that matter. And sometimes what matters, especially if you're going through life changes, maybe you had a kid or you need to take a vacation, is taking that break. So start planning for it. If we want to take a break, what we do is we batch produce content. We make sure we have it front loaded or we've got it prepared so that we can take a little bit of time off. And that would help you get back to a place where you can think about what it is that's fun for you. It'll give you the right perspective. And then when you come back, oftentimes what happens with creators, they have fun again and they're inspired, they're driven, and you're going to get that feeling back. I'd say that's the last thing I'd leave you with. If you're a creator out there that's feeling this inside and it's becoming a job for you and it's a task, it's a chore, you got to find that fire that started you on this whole journey, that fueled you for years maybe, especially those of you that remember the seasons where you didn't make any money. You did this while working a full-time job or running a business, but you loved it so much. That's a priceless feeling. And if you can get back to that, whatever way that is, that you're going to do it for yourself, totally worth the break, totally worth the extra effort to do that. And ultimately, you just got to find yourself back to the thing that interested you in the first place, which is creating content for an audience on this platform we call YouTube, or whatever platform it is you use to connect with your viewers. If you want more answers to your questions, leave them down below in the comments area. Subscribe for more videos like this where I answer questions that creators care about.